Hi Sugarfoot, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about how my body has changed since giving birth or since being pregnant, period. So let's start from the beginning with the most obvious change is weight, okay? Now he wants to wake up. So before I got pregnant, I had an issue with gaining weight. I've always wanted to gain weight. I was skinny all my life, okay? Just toothpick all my life. And at that time, I was drinking protein shakes to like boost my calorie intake so that I can gain weight. So pre-pregnancy, I was about at most 140, 145. And that was the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I'm 5'5", so I was no more than 120 for most of my life. It wasn't until I started taking those protein shakes that I started gaining weight. At my heaviest, during pregnancy, I reached about 190 pounds. So that's a good 50 pounds that I gained while I was pregnant. At current, I'm give or take 160, 165. So that's one major difference, okay? Another change in my body is now I have stretch marks everywhere. I had stretch marks before I got pregnant, but they were like designated to just my butt. Now I have stretch marks all over my thighs, all over my stomach, mainly in my midsection. And I have a few under my boobs because I didn't have boobs, okay? I was an A cup before I got pregnant. I am currently at a C, okay? The lady measured me at a D, but I was like, that's, I don't know about that, but a C fits me perfectly. My hair, okay? My hair has changed. Not so much the texture, but more so my scalp. If you guys have been watching my videos, then you know that I'm currently suffering from psoriasis or seborrheic dermatitis. Not sure. Haven't gotten a chance to go to a dermatologist because I need to get a referral first. But my scalp has been flaky, itchy, and when it's really bad, it's like sores all throughout my scalp that hurt and it burn so bad. But I've been using a medicated shampoo and it's been helping. Another thing is, so when you're pregnant and they ask, have you felt the baby kick? If it's your first pregnancy and someone asks you if you felt the baby kick, your initial response is, I don't know, because you don't know what it feels like, right? And they'll tell you it feels like you have gas. It feels like a gas bubble. And at first I was like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Now that I'm not pregnant, every time I have gas, I feel like I'm getting phantom kicks, okay? Every time I have any type of gas bubbling, it feels like phantom kicks, like baby kicks. Another main, like really, really big difference. Pre-pregnancy, I hadn't really experienced cramps. I think I experienced it maybe one time, but for the most part during my periods, I would get bloated. And I remember me and my friends were talking about like how bad periods are. I hated periods, but they had like a real serious, it was like, ugh. And I always saw the joke about how women get like, have mood swings during that period, or like they get extra mean during that period. And I was just like, that's not true. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. That's not true. I don't do that. I don't feel that way. Post-pregnancy, postpartum, I currently have the worst cramps for the first 2 days of my period. And when I say the worst cramps, I mean, I can feel the cramp just radiate down my leg. And it feels similar to what I was feeling during labor, okay? But very mild compared. And I'm just like, if this is what people were experiencing all this time, I understand why you wanted to just bite people's head off, like why you was angry all the time, because I would be angry all the time if I had to experience that every month, which I do now, okay? I now have very bad cramps. And I'm so sorry for downplaying it before because I didn't experience it. I didn't know what those cramps felt like. Now I know what it feels like to have cramps during your period, and I just, sometimes you just don't get it until you experience it, okay? Because I had one friend who threw up viciously, got extremely sick during every period to where she would take off of school during her period. And I was just like, it does all of that? I was so confused, didn't understand. You know, what? Just take a pill. Yeah, it's not one of those just take a pill, okay? Another difference is I never had to really work hard to have a flat stomach or to look a certain way because I was always skinny, right? I barely had any body fat. I could eat whatever I want, no body fat, none of that. I currently have a layer of fat on top of my abs, and I can feel my abs below it, but it's like a layer of fat just covering them to where you can't see them. So I'm currently working on getting my stomach back to the way it was. I'm not in a rush or anything. I work out maybe 3 times a week. Not in a rush, but it's just weird to see my stomach this way because I'm so used to it being like washboard, like just flat. I'll show you guys a picture of my stomach before. Flat. And now I have this like little pudge going on. Some days my stomach looks super flat. Some days it looks like I'm pregnant. Just depends on the day, okay? Whichever way the wind blows is the way my stomach. Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload videos, which is every week. So initially I wasn't able to hold in my pee though as well. It was just, once I sat down, it would just come out. I wasn't able to control it, but I've gotten that back through some Kegels, okay? Kegels. Bring that right back. But for the most part, those are the main differences. My boobs are bigger. I am thick, which is what I wanted. So I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to tighten. That's it, just tighten. My periods are terrible now. This is the worst ever. Usually, well, they're still about the same, 4 to 5 days. But usually I have like a lighter period for 4 to 5 days and no cramps, just bloating. Now I have terrible cramps. Oh my gosh. So this was my stomach 1 week after giving birth, and I still looked about 6 months pregnant. Now here I am 2 weeks postpartum, I should say. Now this video was recorded almost 3 months postpartum. So this is March 25th and I gave birth on January 3rd. But wait, let me show you guys what my body looks like now. Look, you see what I mean? It's like a layer of fat right on top. He'll be 4 months and a couple days. So I'm about 3 months and 3 weeks, I guess. I could say. But this is what I mean when I say it's like a layer. This is my stomach. I mean, poking it out. This is my stomach regular. And this is my stomach with me flexing. Not sucking it in, just flexing. Sucked in, flexing, poking it out. So, just like this. And you guys see I have stretch marks all over here and going over here. The only ones that bother me are these like dark ones. I have dark ones down here and I have a few dark stretch marks here. Those are the only ones that bother me. The light ones don't bother me so much. But this is currently what my stomach looks like. Yeah, that's how my body has changed since having a baby. And he is fussing now, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back in the next video.